Hey guys, this is Jyoti, and I am back with Madhura for another reaction. And we are getting to one highly requested song, which is apparently not a diss.
It's not a diss. We are reacting to a Krishna song. It's called No Losses. And
Yes.
it's a song, I think, where it's from what I read, it's about his personal journey. So he talks about his journey. So it's not a diss track. So
This we should know. Should
yes,
figure out
yeah,
correct.
correct.
What he's done and been through, and
Yeah,
interesting. No losses. Oh, it's a July release, huh? This year.
It's a July release, yes. So it's written and performed by Krishna, and the music is produced by Rock Legion and Danny E.B. Mixed by Deep Kalsi and Krishna, mastered by Deep Kalsi. So, and the label obviously is Kalamkar. It's their collective. So, yeah.
Okay.
And it's shot in Delhi. Shall we?
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Director Grimm.
साल था 1998 सुनने लगा रैप गाने या एक जरिया मिला इस दर्द को दबाने का चुपचाप लड़का हाँ मुझे कौन पहचानेगा अपनी सोच में डूबा सूझा ना सपना सजाने का मुझे लगा नहीं कभी मेरे फैन होंगे खुदा पे छोड़ा मेरे लिए प्लान होंगे कितनों ने दिया दगा पर मुझे नहीं लगा मेरे नाम से बेचैन होंगे याद है मुझे जब कोई चारा नहीं था और मैं थक गया था गाकर मुझे गाना नहीं था और 2016 में छोड़ने लगा रैप आई नाउ फॉर दिस क्रैप मुझे कमाना भी था और जब प्रॉस्पेक्ट का नाम फैला ट्रेंड पे मैं नौकरी में फंसा था स्ट्रगल था रेंट ये पर मुझे मिला नहीं हिप हॉप जैसा प्यार आखिरकार जो भी हुआ इधर ही हूँ एंड में इनको लगा ये लेके मेरी जगह पर मेहनत करके पहुंचा हूँ मैं यहाँ मौका मिलते ही करे ये बुराई मैंने छोड़ी नहीं फाइट मैंने लड़ी ये लड़ाई इसलिए हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना ना मेहनत की तो गेम में सहमति मिली फेम है पर आज वो है मेजर जो पहले से कैप्टन थे जिनका नंबर पूरे टाइम आया करता था बिजी आज वो करे मुझे कॉल जैसे मेरा लास्ट नेम है हीरा बनता है दर्द को निचोड़ के सियाही रोती है मेरे कलम के नोक पे हर मोड़ पे मिले हैं मुझे धोखे दबा नीचे मैं पहुंच के but I'm expected to say that I'm okay तू इससे बना बोले तू उससे बना ओवरनाइट वाला सीन नहीं है मैं खुद से बना इतने टाइम रहा चुप हुआ ना तुझसे खफा देवा ब्लाइंड टू दिस पेन जैसे मैं खुद से बना कृष्णा नहीं कर पाएगा वो कृष्णा नहीं कर पाएगा ये जो भी तुम बोलोगे मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा वही कर जाऊंगा that is the way इनको लगा ये लेके मेरी जगह पर मेहनत करके पहुंचा हूँ मैं यहाँ मौका मिलते ही करे ये बुराई मैंने छोड़ी नहीं फाइट मैंने लड़ी ये लड़ाई इसलिए हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना ना उजाले से बेहतर कभी होता अंधेरा भी पर रोशनी के बिना होता सवेरा नहीं आसमान के तारों ने कभी घेरा नहीं मुझे जानते लोग पर देखा है असली चेहरा नहीं इनको लगा ये लेके मेरी जगह पर मेहनत करके पहुंचा हूँ मैं यहाँ मौका मिलते ही करे ये बुराई मैंने छोड़ी नहीं फाइट मैंने लड़ी ये लड़ाई इसलिए हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 हारूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना 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 इनकी मानूंगा नहीं मैं कभी ना ना ना
2006 when camera phones were so.
Yes.
को लगा ये लेंगे मेरी जगह
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like, okay, it's a very recent song and it's got a catchy hook. And I'm thinking, he wanted this to become one of those commercial.
Crossovers.
No, not crossover, but like how we were saying in the last reaction with Raftar, that Raftar's collabs will have that catchy hook, and because he approaches it like a producer would, to make sure it's playable, and then it kind of loops in people's minds and all of that. So with this song, and it being a recent song, I'm wondering if Krishna started approaching his songs as well that in a similar way, or because it was a very commercial beat. It was a very reggaeton.
It was. Yes, it is a very, and it's got a hook. The hook works. For starters,
anyone can sing along and just have it on loop.
Yeah, that is true. I think I use the word crossover, but then this feels like a more commercial song. When he's doing his rap, but it's also got that hook that'll catch you. That bit was. That's what I'm talking and calling it commercial. I don't know if it's the right word, but
yeah, same. So that's what, like, we can just say commercial, but obviously we're not saying that he's going commercial. We're saying that the production of this particular track seems like it's I don't know, like an experiment for him, keeping in mind his stuff that we've heard, and if not having that. I mean, a lot of his songs apparently do. Which one was it? Say My Name was the last one, no? But even that he kept saying like, say my name, no. Like he said that many times. So it's something you can sing along to, that's all I'm saying.
Correct.
So maybe it's a recent sort of conscious effort that he started making in his tracks, to have that one line that people can repeat and sing along.
I think so. Yeah, I think eventually in every artist's journey they get to the point where they establish their signature of, this is what, this is going to be my signature. It could be. I mean, you're right. I think it's maybe he's getting to the point where he does want to establish what was very characteristically his. It's almost like a sonic, that you listen to it and you know that this has got to be something that Krishna would put out. So maybe this is part of a transition towards that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I'm sure he's going to keep doing both styles. Since he does both effortlessly. But yeah, now coming to his journey, 2006, say he's been doing, and I was reading somewhere, he had to go to the UK for a few years, and he was there in high school, and then he just didn't want to be picked on, so then he started rapping because it made him part of like the Cool Kids Club, and rap and hip hop was very much present in
schools
UK. So then he became like, people wouldn't pick on him because they're like, oh, Krishna raps and he's like this cool kid. Then he had to come back to India, and there was no scene in India, so then he started doing himself while working a job and all of that. So I kind of read up a little bit about him online, just so I know when he started and how he started. But yeah, so that video was at the end, the girl screaming.
Yes, I couldn't actually hear him rap. I could only hear the background, and I was just reminded of of simpler times where your life did not exist on your phone. A phone was just a phone, and a camera was an incentive. So simpler times.
Simpler times. It's also around the 2006 clip was around like a little after the time that you and I got into radio and the music industry. So he's been at it before even hip hop became a thing in India. Kind of started building that following in the country. So it's kind of sad that like it's that it's after all these years, I think it's been around now for a decade. I would say like 2010, like it showed, was his first this one. By the way, we have to react to that Kaisa Mera Desh. But it's been about a decade, and it's starting to pick up now, the genre, So
I
I
mean,
just hope it
the
grows because
pioneers.
yeah, because like you have poetry in the form of ghazals, and then you have poetry in this form also. Like he was what was that line in this one? The Meri kalam roti, स्याही
Yeah,
रोती है मेरी कलम
yeah,
की नोक
yeah.
पर. Um,
Hmm.
I was like, oh, nice. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing that always happens with the first generation of anybody that's trying to break into something that's not usually mainstream, right? So,
mm,
I mean, it needs to hit that point where it gets into either the popular, you know, I can't say popular culture, but the like regular conversation,
yeah.
or it becomes part of the cultural, landscape. Otherwise, it will always exist in fringe and in pockets. So,
Mm.
I mean, but it's good to see that now it's paying off, and I mean,
The thing is, and I just want to bring this up here because recently there was a comment, I can't remember, and I mean, I'm not going to take names anyway, but there was a comment by someone who said, there's these people are the OGs of the genre, people like Honey Singh, Badshah. And I know it's because, like, we had words to say about Badshah's music in the previous reaction, but, someone said that these guys need to be respected because they brought hip hop and rap into India, and some of them went the other way and even made it popular in a commercial sense. So that deserves respect. Otherwise, people wouldn't even listen or know about it and all of that. And like, my thoughts on this are I prefer to admire an artist like Krishna who's kind of stuck to what he is good at and stuck to the kind of songs that he believes in and the topics that move him. Like we just reacted to
mm-hmm.
Desi Rap of 2016, and then I believe he has other songs like that, rather than me admiring someone just because they were on the scene when things started, like a Honey Singh or a Badshah. I'm sorry, but like they may be lyrically good in terms of their non-commercial stuff that they do. So I'm not gonna comment on that, but just out of their personal choice of the kind of lyrics that they've written for commercial songs,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's wrong to do commercial stuff because people want to make money and they want to make more of it, and that's fair. But you can also, as an artist, choose what kind of lyrics you write for those songs, because no one's put a gun to
True.
your head and made you write these sexist, hypersexualized, misogynistic, and disgusting, I would say, if I had to put it in one word, kind of lyrics. Like you and I have had to sit
Mm-hmm.
through so many music meetings and listen to these cringy lyrics that Badshah and Honey Singh will spew in their Bollywood songs, and just like कोई और words नहीं मिले आपको like लिखने के लिए, अगर आपको लिखनी थी 4 lines इस गाने के लिए कोई और लिख लेते, like party, छोटी skirt, दारू और hot लगती है. And first of all, every time they use the word baby, every time Badshah says baby, I just want to slap it. Sorry, like you can comment me in the comments, but it's a choice an artist make. For example, if tomorrow Krishna had to write 4 lines and appear in a Bollywood song, which I'm hoping he never does, but if he had to, I'm sure he'd put some really killer bars in there, and he's not going to talk about the girl looking hot and sexy. So that's my bit on that. So I don't think anyone deserves respect just because they are OGs and they were there when things started. If they weren't there, someone else would have started things. It's just the kind of art you choose to create and put out. And I think Krishna's doing it brilliantly.
I do agree. I'd also want to say that yes, nobody is taking away from the fact. And again, Joe and I were there when this happened, when Honey Singh crossed over, right? When Brown Rang and Angrezi Beat Pay happened, we were there. So we played the first few songs that Honey Singh put out, and nobody is taking away from his musical abilities. We are not taking away from that at all. But we've also or his achievements. But then, you can't really rest on your laurels. You can't really say that I'm the OG now. I completely have the, freedom to be mediocre. I completely have the freedom to be misogynistic, especially in 2020, where, this is something that's a very much part of conversations where we are having about how we are addressing each other and how we are portraying women, especially respecting women. And
Joe and I have such a big fan following, such a big male, young, impressionable minds that follow you.
Exactly.
Be a little responsible with your art.
And again, I mean, most of hip hop or rap is about either getting together with somebody, or getting high, or getting drunk, or recovering from one of these three things. We know that these are recurring themes. But just because these are recurring themes, we as consumers can make a choice about whether we want to partake of it or not. Now, Joe and I choose not to participate in it. So, I think,
and that's a personal choice. It has
it's a
nothing to do
personal
with
choice.
anyone being wrong or right. It's just a personal
No,
choice, and
it's my choice.
Yeah.
Correct. So I mean, we refuse to react to certain songs that we think are offensive, and I mean, this is also a stance we've taken in the past, where we've said this is a song we will not play because we think it's disrespectful.
We were like the only radio station, I think, that made that conscious choice, because you and I would sit in our music meetings with the new releases, and then we'd be like,
say no, this is
like,
not going.
If it's making me cringe and making me be like, ugh, I cannot, like,
yes.
I cannot play this on the station and have 20 other
Correct.
people listen to it and then sing along to this, because tomorrow then the young boys will be in family gatherings and they'll be singing these disgusting lyrics, and the mothers and fathers and everyone will be like, "Ye kya hamara beta ga raha hai?" It's because he heard it on the radio. You know what I mean? So, and it's okay, because we did, I mean, I'm sure we lost a lot of listeners because we didn't play a lot of the commercial hits.
Possibly, yes.
But that's a choice that we decided.
But it's a choice. Exactly. So just that way, it's a choice that we've made, that there are certain lyrics, if we think they are offensive, they are disrespectful or misogynistic, then we choose not to. We also personally believe that using expletives or really non-parliamentary language is a very easy cop out. So
there's so much finesse in being like killing someone with your words without
getting into abusive language.
The vocabulary is like good vocabulary is such a big turn on, basically.
Yeah, so it's a choice that we've made. So it's not about respect or disrespectful. It's a choice. So it's a choice we make and we stand by it. So I mean, it's up to you how you would choose to interpret it, but it's not coming from a point of, oh, this person is the OG, so whatever they do goes. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the choice. We are exercising our choice. It's as simple as that.
Like, I know, and we're gonna get into the whole like the Mufad and Krishna diss in a few videos from now, because very nicely a listener, I'll name him in that reaction, he has sent
us a breakdown of the history and the
of all the beefs of all the artists. So I was just like, oh my god, and he's breaking it down into part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So part 3 for me was the most interesting, in which Mufad and Krishna are going at it, and I get that when you're dissing someone, you do use
abusive language,
whatever, you do cuss at each other and all of that, and I guess to a certain extent that's fair. We do it in everyday life as well.
Yeah, everybody's human. Yes,
but to just for name's sake, just because you want to sound cool and all, just like thoda vocabulary expand kar lo apna, thoda or attractive lagoge life mein. So anyway, we will get to those songs as well, and I want to get into the Mufad and Krishna beef, because apparently lyrically brilliant diss tracks, which is what I'm most interested in. Like how you can kill someone with your bars and your words and all that. So we'll get to those, but this was a really nice song. I feel like it's a very catchy hook, commercialish sound from Krishna, which is very different. So that was interesting, and recommend more and let us know what you thought of our little discussion on this on the genre and the OGs of the genre and all that.
Yes,
let us know
and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.